Well, because there aren't enough YouTube videos covering every aspect of the Flint water crisis of the mid-2010s, we've got one more to throw into the mix. The Flint water crisis is often cited as one of the biggest instances of environmental injustice in history, with the low-income city being plagued with undrinkable water running through their taps and even several people dying of bacterial outbreaks. The water crisis is primarily the fault of this guy, Rick Snyder.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Snyder was the governor of the city at the time, and he, along with his city manager, decided that pumping potable water from Detroit was far too expensive, so they began using water from the Flint River, a long-time dumping ground for industrial waste. Before long, protests roared to life, and testing showed unprecedented levels of lead, carcinogens, and fecal coliform in the water supply. Eventually, in 2016, the EPA gave the city $100 million to get their act together and undo the horrible mistake that they had made.
Before the Flint River was used as the city's drinking water source, it was a dumping ground for local industries. Meatpacking plants, automobile factories, and paper mills were all discharging their wastewater directly into the river. On top of that, the city was also depositing raw sewage from the wastewater treatment plant into the river. It is reported that the Flint River caught fire twice. In April of 2013, the city began to use the river as their main water supply. Shortly after, one of the worst outbreaks of Legionnaires' disease in U.S. history occurred. At least 90 people were infected and 12 people died. The city responded by overchlorinating the water, and this led to elevated levels of TTHM, which are carcinogenic chemicals from overchlorination.
So I will now talk about the health effects that can be caused from lead poisoning. In adults, it can cause a lot of memory loss, lack of concentration, constant fatigue, and joint and muscle pain within the body, constipation, nausea, and poor appetite in your digestive system, in your nervous system, a lot of numbing, and for your kidneys, abnormal function and damage. For children, it can cause a lot of behavioral problems, lowers their IQ, hearing loss, a lot of learning disabilities while growing. For their body, decreased bone and muscle growth, anemia in their blood, abnormal function and damage as well to their kidneys. With the crisis, people of lower incomes have trouble receiving health care. The health care covers under people the age of 21, pregnant women, any children born during the timeline of the crisis, and $58 million from the settlement will go towards the immediate and future medical care.
An engineering challenge as large as the one in Flint requires engineering solutions that are both innovative and able to reach the scale needed to solve the problem. Solutions will require time, money, and effort, and it's the combination of these that will determine their success in the future of Flint, Michigan. One of these ideas is the Water Box. This is a project headed by actor Jaden Smith in partnership with the Clean Humans Foundation. This project, as seen here, is a portable filtration system that is designed to be both cost-effective and easy to use. The Water Box is an efficient and sustainable clean water solution to Flint's water crisis. Since its inception, the Water Box has distributed thousands of gallons of clean drinking water to the people of Flint, Michigan. Other, more traditional methods of drinking water transport have included water trucks carrying hundreds of gallons of fresh drinking water and relief organizations distributing thousands of bottles of drinking water to houses all across Flint. At-home filters for direct access have also become widely available since the beginning of the water crisis. These filters have gained popularity due to their ease of drinking water access and their relatively low cost.
After just over 9 years, Flint, Michigan is finally reaching the end of the water crisis. By 2023, $100 million was spent in federal aid in Flint.
Money.
$350 million in state aid.
Money.
And just in 2023, a class action lawsuit was settled against Veolia North America and Lockwood, Andrews, and Newman for $626 million.
Money.
Resulting in over $1 billion spent on the Flint water crisis so far.
Money.
Governor Snyder was asked to step down by the public at large, and 13 of his appointed staff were criminally charged, with 7 of those having their charges dropped by May of 2023. Flint still suffers from the effects of lead in their pipes and are slowly replacing all of the water lines to restore their community to a safe, habitable place with temporary solutions such as the water box, water trucks, and home filtration systems.